At the beginning of this year, I bought this 2024 Husqvarna, but the graphics, the hot yellow, it's never been my vibe. And I thought they have a Husqvarna Heritage version that looks sick. Blue and yellow, looks like a 1980s motorcycle. That's my vibe. I'll make my graphics look like that. Well, I never change the graphics because I drop my bike all the time. And it's just hard to spend $300-400 on plastics and graphics when you know you're just gonna ruin it. But now, let me show you. I just bought the 2025 Husqvarna Heritage version. The thing is, my helmet doesn't match. So this video, I'm going to make my helmet match this bike and match my jersey. And maybe that's too matchy-matchy, but if you want to learn how to do it with me, let's do it. This is the helmet of choice. It's a Thor Sector. I want to get an upgraded helmet, but first, I want to try a paint job on something that is replaceable. Scratched, broken, the visor's slightly broken. We got to sort that out. I think first step is to disassemble, take the visor off. I can finally take that broken screw out, try and fix that, and then tape everything up. I have two different colors of blue. I'm not sure which one will match better. Probably the less bright one, but if you look at my bike, it's actually pretty bright. I got a white, and then I got two yellows. One that looks pretty close, actually. So I have to do a test sample for these. Need to do a quick sand on this and start taping it off, hit it with some acetone, and then we can hit it with this, which is the plastic primer. So this thing here is a chin mount for a GoPro. It's 3D printed and I'm gonna use it. So I think I'm just gonna actually sand that as well and then paint that white. I'm gonna wipe everything down with acetone. Anything that paint wouldn't stick to, it's gonna take it off. Next up is to put a piece of paper towel here, tape it, close that off, and do the same with this white rim here. Close that off. Anything basically that we don't want painted, the grills and any of the rubber. And I learned a long time ago that it's way easier to prep good than it is to fix it later. But in the same breath, it's also way easier to lower your expectations and think about the use case of your helmet. If it's a helmet that is towards the end of its life cycle and you always drop it on the ground, it's best to spend your time riding motorcycles. That's how I roll. Other people might want to spend more time prepping. Put a whole piece of tape over there on these tight spots. And then just take a really sharp razor knife and just drag it along the little channel I made with my fingernail. I should be able to pop that right off. Wow, that was quick and easy. This says just one coat, really light coat for the primer. So even though there's stuff showing through, we're gonna head right to the white paint on the helmet and hit this with the light coat underneath here. Just trying to get the paint to stick. Trying to keep it thin, no drips. And with this paint, we can put multiple coats on and an even overlapping coat. Dull yellow, dull blue, bright yellow, bright blue. So I think these two here, bright blue, dull yellow. Yeah, you can see bright blue is a little bit better than that. Dull yellow kind of almost matches that. Goldenrod yellow, perfect. So I think these two, that's the winner. Out riding, painting the helmet somewhere in the open face. And look at that. Do I match enough? I think it's working. Looking good out here.
Yeah.
What is it they say?
Go fast, take chances.
No, I think it's if you look good, then you feel good because you look good.
Then you smell good.
Maybe that's not what they say. Such a pretty bike out here in the rocks. Off camera, I cut out, I laid masking tape on some wax paper and then cut out a perfect circle with a razor knife around a bowl. You can see that's the helmet. The idea was to do this in blue and then do an offset circle in yellow. I'm not sure that's the look I'm going for. I'm gonna pull this back off. I have this vintage helmet. It's pretty cool, but it's obviously the wrong colors for what I need. Very simple, like the top being green and then this kind of contour. So what if it was blue here, yellow on top? So let's tape it out and see what it looks like. I wonder if I should do blue or yellow on the top.
I think it'll look better with the blue on the top.
Okay. Okay, you heard it here. She said blue on the top. Since I can't decide, we're going blue on the top. Haven't had a drip yet, but you know, I'm gonna go really far and really light. Also, my race is in 2 days. So basically have tonight and tomorrow to get this thing done, which is possible, but it does make me want to rush. And when I rush is when I make mistakes. Before it starts to drip, we're gonna leave it. Okay, so last night, off camera, I pulled the tape off, and that's what the line looks like. And it looks good from that far, but there is some serious orange peel, and then there's a couple of spots I didn't seal the tape very well. So there's just a couple of spots. So what I'm gonna do, instead of retaping and doing everything, I'm just gonna take a little paintbrush and dab that with white. It's probably a bad idea. I have to finish this thing today. We're gonna do what we gotta do. I just go like this. Hopefully not get it on the camera here. Whoa, that almost got on the camera. Okay, got all over me. Got on the tripod. I have this glue applicator brush, which is not a great brush, but that's what I got. Terrible. I'm just marking where the height is here. A little more markings than the top because I found the curve difficult with less markings. So this one, this side, slightly at an angle. Just a gentle little angle. Cut the tape thinner, and that seems to work. Get a cleaner line, it just flexes around all these modern contours a little easier. I want a better seal than what I had last time so that I can not have to touch it up. There, so made a curve here just to keep the vintage lines, I think, maybe. I don't know. I think it's time to mask up the rest of it, hit it with a coat of yellow. Nice. It's like a perfect match for the heritage yellow. Second coat time. Just trying to hit it from all angles. Ooh, got a bug on there. This is not going well. All right, it's been a couple hours, and yeah, it's just slightly tacky to the touch, and I'm kind of running out of time, and I need to get a gloss coat on this sucker, so as much as I want to put more detail on it, I think I'm just going to leave it at whatever we have here. So fingers crossed it's nice. I'm just going to clear coat it now, and I have this Napa 2K high gloss clear coat. Don't know if it'll work or not, but I used it on like an actual auto thing a while ago, and it says it's pro right there. It says that, and it sounds like it's got 2 marbles in it instead of 1, so. Gotta be thrilling TV watching clear coat go on. We're out of time, but this is what it looks like. It kind of looks like there's like a Mergenthaler shipping company a little bit. It definitely needs some work. If I had more time, I would sand in between each coat. I would be better and get the right masking tape, like a smaller, thinner masking tape. But as a proof of concept on an old helmet that I'm not going to use after I get my new helmet, I think it's great. So yeah, very excited. Let's pull the masking tape off and assemble it. Definitely some overspray. Could care about it or could not. Dang, I like the white peak. That's the build. I'm pretty pumped with the way it looks, especially when it's dark out and you don't look too close. It's a perfect sample of what you can do. I mean, from far away, it pretty much matches the bike perfectly. And it still fits like a $100 helmet fits. I loaded up and drove to Redbull Outliers, where I met somebody I've told you guys a lot about. Guys, I actually met Cody Webb in person, finally.
We missed out yesterday. We could have done a training session.
We could have done a training
You were
session.
scared.
I was too scared to ride. No, I got here late. If I pass him in subscribers, he will train me, right?
Yes.
Please subscribe to me because this guy will train me, and he's on a 450 today. So maybe I'll get some clips of that. And dude, it's great to meet you in person.
Yeah, definitely.
As Cody got ready for the prologue, my friend Casey and I lined up to watch.
I'm so excited. I'm kind of nervous though.
Yeah, it's pretty gnarly. Pretty gnarly.
Yeah, hopefully we can make it past the first hill.
Tristan Hart went flying past, and then Cody Webb on a 4-stroke, and I was nervous. Those guys make it look really easy. Like every time you see a pro do something like this, you're always super impressed, but it's not going to go that well for me. That's what I'm thinking. What do you think?
I think you're bullshitting.
He thinks it's going to be easy.
All you gotta do is copy. All you gotta do is copy.
After that encouragement, our spirits were high. Then we watched a couple of guys from the expert class just send it. Jesus, Mother of Mary. And I think it brought us right back down. There wasn't a lot of time to overthink it because it was time for our prologue. We're lined up over here. I start 4th on the prologue, so I could have some folks passing me. Rolling?
Yep, rolling.
It's never a good idea to have your first ride on new terrain be at a race, but here I was, and I was feeling pretty good. I passed a guy on a hill I thought was going to be tricky, and then moments later, passed another guy on a hill. There's only 4 people in front of me, and if I passed them all, I figured I was doing at least better than 4 of the people. Soon enough, I saw another rider out front of me. This is this guy's first race. Talked to him at the start gate. He was like, started 4 ahead of me. Good for him. I was feeling good about passing 3 people, but right here, I made a mistake. The time that this cost me actually took me from being in the 2nd row to the 3rd row. And in a mass start, I'll be stuck in some bottlenecks. Definitely feel like my heart rate is at like 180 now. Just before the finish line on the last hill, I saw rider number 4. So that meant that I was crossing the finish in first, but only for now. That didn't mean I was going to finish first. Other than that one bobble and massive arm pump right now. Back. What'd you get?
I'm in 9th right now.
9th. They're still racing.
Still racing.
And I'm in 7th, but they're still racing. So I think that gets us probably, hopefully, if not really good people in the back, hopefully we get at least top 20.
Yeah.
They do rows of 10?
I think so, yeah.
So then hopefully we miss bottlenecks. That's the idea. We're at the start. They're apparently doing all of the amateurs at once. I'm row 3. It's going to be dusty AF. Yeah, just can't wait for like the first mile to be over. So it stretches out a little bit. Gets less dusty. Here we go. Just before the race started, my GoPro stopped working. But my friend Casey lined up 2 bikes away from me, and here's a little bit of his perspective. This start was nuts. It was so dusty, and there's 30 riders right in front of me and 30 riders behind me. I directly crashed into the back of somebody, but then as it stretched out, I started to get my legs underneath me, and I thought things were going well. The first tricky hill came up again, and I couldn't see anything in the dust. I promptly hit the wrong line, caught air, and just about went over the bars. By the first bottleneck, I had caught up to Casey again. I tried the hill, and 3 riders blocked my path. We struggled and lifted each other's bikes, and about 5 minutes later, through all the chaos, we were up. But nobody's GoPro was recording that. I got in just under 4 laps. The hills got better and better, but the first lap, absolute chaos on the hills. Is rough, but it got better and better, and I would definitely come back and do this race again. I hope they do it again because it's one of the most fun races I've ever done. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe so Cody Webb can make me a better rider because I need it.
I'm Nico Piazza. Subscribe to his YouTube channel so he can beat Cody Webb and get a free training class.